biodiversity loss, working conditions in factories and fair pay.
Now I'm off to the historic rocks.
Desperate Palestinians are seeking refuge in neighboring Egypt and Jordan. We know that the ice is melting at a rapid rate. Climate change, biodiversity loss, working conditions in factories and fair pay, unethical or illegal behavior. These are some of the ethical challenges we face today that push us to rethink the role of business in the context of sustainable development of society. So how can your business profit and still establish a positive impact on the environment and society? That's the key question many organizations and leaders are trying to address. This question is driving research and the type of projects and collaborations that are presently happening. Corporate sustainability is an integral approach to business aimed at enhancing competitive conditioning and profitability through the sustained creation of shared value and co-creation practices with stakeholders. If leaders of today and tomorrow can embed these measures into everything your organization does, you will create shared value, and you will be giving back to society and our planet.
Sydney Harbour is known for the iconic Sydney Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge, but there is so much more to discover. And if you want to explore the Sydney Harbour on water, you can catch a ferry from Circular Quay, glide past the Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and go to Manly, Taronga Zoo, or to Luna Park for some fun at the amusement park.
Or, if you enjoy walking, you can take in the stunning Sydney landmarks by foot and stroll across to the Royal Botanic Garden and Mrs. Macquarie's chair for a perfect postcard selfie.
Now I'm off to the historic rocks, a destination that adds rich layers to this already vibrant city. And as an historian, I cannot wait.
As the people of Gaza face relentless bombardment from Israel in the aftermath of a brutal attack by Hamas on October 7th, questions arise about neighboring countries' response to the humanitarian crisis. Desperate Palestinians are seeking refuge in neighboring Egypt and Jordan. However, despite sharing borders with Gaza and the West Bank, these two countries are under scrutiny for refusing to take them in. They fear that Israel aims to permanently expel Palestinians into their territories, potentially undermining Palestinian aspirations for statehood. Jordan, already hosting a large Palestinian population, worries that accommodating more Palestinians could complicate the long-standing peace treaty with Israel.
60% of Jordan's population is of Palestinian descent.
Meanwhile, in Egypt, President El-Sisi is concerned about the potential infiltration of militants into the Sinai Peninsula, posing a threat to both Egypt and Israel.
The Egyptian government has excellent relations with Israel, but it also has a population that is overwhelmingly supportive of the Palestinians.
The refusal of Egypt and Jordan is deeply rooted in geopolitical concerns, with fears of regional instability and the implications for peace treaties dominating their decisions. This is Craig Nudelman reporting. So many people don't seem to understand why glaciers are so important. We know that the ice is melting at a rapid rate, but why should we be worried about that? Well, ice acts like a protective cover over the Earth and our ocean. These bright white spots reflect excess heat back into space, and that's what keeps the planet cooler. But that is all changing because of global warming, and the melting glaciers will no longer be able to regulate the Earth's temperatures. Glaciers around the world can range from ice that is several hundred to several thousand years old. They provide scientists a record of how climate has changed over time and how the planet is rapidly warming. Today, about 10% of land area on Earth is covered with glacial ice. Almost 90% is in Antarctica, while the remaining 10% is in the Greenland ice cap. Rapid glacial melt in Antarctica and Greenland also influences ocean currents. As ice on land melts, sea levels will continue to rise.